Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to part 2 of Clash of Lords 2. This episode is continuing the series of my base, and what we saw last episode was they attacked from down here from my builder strike, and they attempted to technically go right through the middle. If you can tell just from my base, obviously, that if you're smart enough, not the person who did it, they probably didn't have a choice. They attacked straight to the middle, and they got jumped by my hero, Savage Chief, which I have in this account. My Dark Rider, a hero which I will be talking about. My Ambrosia, which is right here. It's a very powerful hero, which she is. I will move my statue so you can actually take a good look at her. This is her. Level 86. Pangoli. Remember when I said that these are pretty common? And yep, as you will have guessed, not Dark Rider, Shinra, right on the left side of the base. So let's move this down here. Clash of Lords 2 is technically Clash of Clans. However, Clash of Lords 2 provides a lot more than Clash of Clans. In Clash of Lords 2, in Clash of Clans, let's start off first. You only have 2 to 3 to 4 of game modes. You have, guys, you have the clan wars, which is awesome. You have the resources of the single player games, the goblins, and etc., which is awesome. It's cool if you just want to waste your time and you don't got nothing better to do. And then the multiplayer, which is great artists. Straight from the start, when I started with this game over here, right here, Clash of Lords 2, and Clash of Clans. When I played, I know Clash of Clans is very cool. I've always wanted to play Clash of Clans because I just wanted to know what the heck all the hype was about. There was so many advertisements on the TV, on the news about Clash of Clans, and so ever since then I've been just intrigued to play it. But then I had the Kindle Fire from the previous episode that I explained about. So, which is in this account right here that I'm using in BlueStacks. Download it, and I started playing it. I found that this game is a lot better than Clash of Clans in terms of action. It is a lot more. There's a lot more flow to the game than there is in Clash of Clans. In Clash of Clans 2, you have so many different ways. You have so many different resources that are important and that counteracts with the other. Right on the side right here, you see that I have these the gold, and it's 2,211,000, etc. Then down below that, I have what we call souls. Let's do this. In souls, they are technically a sort of resource that your heroes, which they use to upgrade their troops. So thankfully, the more souls you have, the more powerful you can make your troops. Let's take a look at that. So Pangoli, and up here, and if you've seen my old videos, you know what this is. This is technically for new players that don't know about my base. For the new player, and then you go down, and then lower down, you have the rings, and those are used to power up your heroes and make their abilities a lot stronger. So these are the top 5 heroes I have. I have Pangoli, I have Shinra, I have Ambrosia, I have Dark Rider, I have Savage Chief. The last 2 are used as support. However, this hero right here, which is called Carol Bell, and her is the Willy Fox, Those are like kind of like in your version of Clash of Clans. They are what we would call the goblins. They just go out there and just suck every darn resources dry. That's what they do. And I use her mostly in terms of raids. Right here. Oh, voice is too slow. Confirm, it doesn't matter. Right here, in terms of resources, I use her. But when it comes to other things, which right here, when you set up your formation, kind of like in Clash of Clans, you can set up your formation. You have the deployed hero on the top, which technically is the heroes that you're going to use when you're deploying, that you actually place down, as you've seen in the previous episode, the ones that I've attacked with. And you have the support ones in the bottom. Each support have different abilities in how they can support the heroes that are being deployed. And Lord League, Guild Clash, Resource Raid, Silicon Pain. Lord League is the one with the trophies that I told you over here. Guild Clash, it is, I will get back to that in a few. Resource Raid is what I've already told you, it is the resources where you go and raid for the loot. And solo campaign, I would also get on that. Arena is back here. In Arena, you is over here. This is your arena. It is technically where you have your heroes and you kind of like attack other players. You attack other players and with their heroes. So you have what will essentially look like 4 to 5 heroes, and you will have your 5 ones down here. And what it is they will come together and they will battle it out. And their objective is to attack the enemy's arena, a hero arena building, which will be on the other side of both ends of the heroes. Let's go back to the set attack formation. And Battle Royale is in your guild. It sounds like extremely fun and everything, and to be honest, it is. It isn't. It is. This is what Battle Royale is. I think you know what Battle Royale is. This is Battle. So I just came back online from a very long time since I played this game, and hold up, and that was my brother. For now, I'll go back after I'm done explaining the video. So if we go back to what was I saying? Yeah, if we go back, so I've been kicked out of my old guild because I haven't been around for much, 2 months. That's saying you're not active. So it was expected. No hard feelings. All right. In Battle Royale, right here, what you do is you attack all of these castles, all these high fortified bases by the enemy, and clusters of terror is the very last one of them. And there's like 50 to there's like 50 of these in here, 50, 60. I'm not sure. And what you do is, and you get 2 chances, which you saw up there, and you have to attack the certain, and you have to defeat the boss that is in there. The boss will be either a hero, or it will be multiple heroes, or a building or multiple buildings, defensive or offensive, anything that it can be. And your main objective after doing all that is to technically collect all of these loots. And they are very useful because some of them can be used as shards, where you can be able to gain better heroes. You're able to hire more important heroes, from epics to rare, etc. Back to what I was saying. In my old video, I showed you a video of the Lord Defense, which was Lord's League. My Lord's Defense has been doing pretty alright, because when I left the guild, my original trophy count was 1.7 thousand, and now it is 1957. I mean, it is 2 months, but that's very good. That is very good. I believe it was even lower than that. It was 16,000. I mean 1.6 thousand. That is extremely good. That means that my base is not only good for my level, but it is more than okay for my other previous more than good for my level. If you look closer, you can kind of get an idea look that it looks really like the one that I've been making for the region or for the series that we just started, and that's because I've always had the idea I've always had the same image linger in my mind of my old base so that it looked. So I'll explain to you how this base works and why I really think it's an awesome base. Not most people can't see that it is a really good base, but I can. Ask yourself this: if you were to attack me, where and why? This is where I would attack me if I were. I would attack me on the side, right up here, and over here. I'll get to that, but first, let me show you of all those two were just my weaknesses. Those are the only weaknesses that I have in this base. Everything else is perfectly on point. If you go back in the back, you see my alchemy workshop. So you attack me, you say that you want to attack me from right here. From right here, from between these two. Gold, you want to attack and go to here, and motors and victory statue, which honestly it does the most damage in your whole guild, in your whole thing. It is technically, this is right here, victory statue is equivalent, and I think you guys can tell that it looks a lot like what the Clash of Clans versions of statue, the one that just has so many strands, it just sucks the heroes, the archer queen and the drop. That's technically what these two are. And then right here, the Reaper, you probably also can tell that they look a lot like the axe bow. Yes, they do. The mortars, wherever you go, mortars look like mortars. Volvo, same thing. Cannons, that's unexpected. Magic towers, nothing, it doesn't look like wizard towers, but you get the idea. Let's look at this. What does it say about it? A powerful fortification wizard channel enemy to the magic tower to rain destruction on both air and ground enemies. So yeah. And you're probably wondering right now, with all these similarities, did they rip off Clash of Clans? Well, it seems like, I don't know for sure, but I think it is true. I think the initial game of this was Clash of Lords, but now it's called Clash of Lords 2. And I think right after Clash of Clans got released, Clash of Lords came with the idea of right now. I'm just saying again, guys. I don't know. This is what I believe happens. Thankfully, they said, okay, so this is a previous game. I think we can make something better. So let's see if we can make a better game than this. So thankfully they made it, but they used kind of like, it was too close to what Clash of Clans, the originals were seeing it, and so they decided to be like, oh, they're ripping right off of it, and etc. But in reality, guys, there is so much different about this game. This game is so much better than Clash of Clans, in my opinion, that it actually will put Clash of Clans to shame. Other than the graphics, and how the heroes look, this game is pure strategy. In this game, Clash of Lords still have so many more things that you can do. You can do guild clash. You can do raids and for loot. You can do a hero tournament. You can do, what's this right here up here? This thing right here. You can do hero trials. El Dorado. It is something that you gotta do, and you have to defeat this demon or something. You can you have things that you can forge with different abilities that can maximize your heroes, like you see in Bushlight. This is the look. This is a Thunderblade, which makes your ability like she does this. Equipped with a tumbler blade will launch a bolt of lightning that strikes 4 enemy targets, dealing damage equal to 20, etc. And there's so, and you can evolve it. You can add more heroes to it. You can do so much more with this. Yes, this is what it is. It does hero damage, critical, etc. And it just doesn't stop there. No, it does not. You can buy multiple. This isn't just only a Thunderbolt. You have the Torn Bow, the Dragon Heart, the Arcane Tomb, the Holy Armor, and each one of them have different abilities and what they do, and you equip them with the different heroes. Like it's the Holy Armor looking like Taurus. A hero equipped with this dealt 15% more damage to bleeding and stun targets. Yes, some you can make heroes bleed and troops and etc. bleed, and you can stun them. If the hero is taunted for a loss more than 25% of their current HP from a single target, they will gain 5% hit rate and 2% critical hit rate. This effect can stack up to 5 times and can't be dispelled. Oh, that is insane. It can't be dispelled. Also grants 5% attack rate and 15% speed to the executioners deployed by this hero. That's just the Holy Armor. Now imagine what it is for the Arcane Tomb, the Dragon, who have you seen the Thunder, and the Torn Bow. They all have different things. They're all different. And they're all precisely measured based on what they are. So that right there gives an idea that it is that Clash of Lords 2 is a lot more strategic. You have a lot more things to work with when you're attacking somebody at your level. So it is you have to be extremely skeptical when you're fighting for trophies. So in other words, if you have really high trophies, that means that you're a very good player. I'm not dissing on Clash of Clans saying that it sucks, but I'm saying that do not underestimate this game, that because it is what it is, but just because it is what it is worth a try. So you can now back to my base, why I built it this way. The gold vaults, I put them in the back, and you're probably thinking, why the heck would you put your resources all in the back? Wouldn't they just suck it dry and make you go poor? You're already poor as it is right now. You don't have the full potential of 8 million. Well, these, as you can tell, look, it says upgrade and it says armor. Do you know what armor is? Well, I'll go to it. Armor is technically this. It says HP and it says armor. So it's technically you have like some sort of force field. Like you can tell right now that my stuff are glowing. Like you can see this kind of like glowing yellow circle around it. And what it is, it's technically showing in what's protecting, like the initial. It is the initial protection of each building before you can actually hit its health. So in other words, just saying that it's saying that I have a bulletproof vest on me, but I simply decided to have a giant force field of that just stops anything in the sky. Until that force field is taken down, you cannot hit me down. And this is technically what it is. It is for every hero. I mean, it is for every building, I believe. It's not for every building, but every defensive building so far that I know. But so far they also done it for resources because they're also a target. The X-Bows. Well, let's start with the Reapers. X-Bows. Why are they in the middle? And why did I build my base into this circle-like crab formation? Well, this is the exact reason why. Because I wanted to look like some sort of crab's paw, some crab's pinching claw. As you can tell, when you look at a crab's pinching claw, you notice that the back, it is a lot more armored. It is more secured than the frontal side. And that is, my friend, two more enemies. In Clash of Clans, you can have those troops, I believe Hogguarders, who can jump multiple walls like some sort of magical rich or something. It just goes against logic. Well, in this game, I'm using the tactic for myself because they cannot do that. I'm going to use that to my advantage until they upgrade the game. Hope they don't, and don't put it down. because if they do, I'm gonna have to start my whole stuff all over, and you guys will have to see a long out. I'm just kidding. No, you just have to see a speed video of me making my video from scratch, which are always fun to watch. So my base hero arena here. I put this in the back, where I also have my gold vaults in the back. So when they start off, they will be like, oh, look at this. You got money in the back. And then you have my town hall, which is like the same for Clash of Clans as of right now. You hit it, that's going to start. You can just hit it once and you win the whole match. So we will put this right here in the back. My heroes right here. Spawn our heroes in the back. My heroes will go and they'll attack here. And they'll get this. And they'll get rid of the town. And yeah, no, that's not going to work. In this game, Clash of Lords 2, we have what we call a guild bot and a guild catapult. We can use these two in guild clash. Both guild bot and guild catapult are used in guild clash, where it is just generally like Clash of Clans War, but it is a lot more better. Let's take a look. Edit formation. I haven't joined, so registration is away from me. So far, there's only 10 players that have joined. You have what you call the stronghold. Then you have the keep, and from there on, you have the towers, and it keeps going and going and going. I can shrink this to give you an idea of how big a 50-50 player based guilds are. So you can tell this is going to be pretty darn wide. So going back to where we were, man, the lag's insane. So if we go to Queen B right here, which is the stronghold, it is also the strongest member in the guild. It can be the leader. Most likely it is the leader. If you look at the it is. So what you do, so when you attack here, when you attack each of them, from the towers to the villages to the key to the stronghold. Stronghold is technically, so what guild clash is technically bases that makes a base, like one base made up of multiple bases. So it is one large village, one large city made up of multiple bases, multiple little cities or villages that can be mines or his or hers. So as you go close, as you get closer and closer to the center, the more the HP damage for defenses increase. So the harder it is for you to break through their defenses, and it is in the more the loot is the point that you gain, so more loot you will be able to gain when the game ends, and that can vary on it varies through all 6 or the 7 different loots that are considered in this game, other than gold, etc. So the towers, so you see it says HP by 4,000%. You're probably thinking, oh my god, that is just insane. Well, compared to how strong players are in this game and what different abilities each hero can get, some heroes can be like, we will lower the HP by 30,000%. Some heroes have abilities just like saying, we will shoot a fireball. Oops, sorry, I'll get that back up. Something fell. We will shoot a fireball that will break the city walls in one shot. Some are like, we will teleport to the middle and wipe all the other heroes' abilities. Some are like, we will decrease the walls percentage, etc. You get my point, my gist. And not only that, I've also talked about how each hero have a certain next breakthrough to their abilities. Like, let's look at Savage T. Way before he looked at first when he didn't have an evolution, which it says Ares on the side with that little eye looking thing that looks like the Illuminati. What it is, after you have the hero skill, there's the hero talents, which you can use gems. Yes, gems. These are used as, you can use gems. These are the only way you can get these is by using your gems that you have, which are technically diamonds, I would say. and you can use them, and they can give your heroes an extra boost in sort of like health, in terms of recovery speed, in terms of body defense, hard body you call it, and it gives the heroes a higher percentage of stronger defense or reflection, whatever. And then you have the hero skill. Each hero skill is different. Whether from Pangoli to the weakest, everyone has a hero skill except for the very first ones that are like the normal one. The normal probably doesn't have. And for Savage Jesus, if you have him as an aid, like I showed you in the previous episode, he will increase a deployed hero's HP by 10%, upgradable when the main skill reaches 8. So when the main skill, which is hero skill, reaches 8, so then it will upgrade to 6 or 7, etc. And then you have what I talk about, the Oxfire Warriors. Those are mostly for defense, and that each hero have different types of missionaries depending on what type of hero it is. If you see on the very top corner, right next to his name, Savage Chief, it has this T-like lock thing, and that is the symbol for defense. If you look closer at it, it looks like a shield, and that's what it is. T stands for tank, like a tank in an army that can take a lot of damage before it is wiped out, and that's what it is. In this ability, speak the truth about it. It restores a certain amount, and it costs 2.5 rage. And from here, that's just his ability. His skill, that is the hero's skill. From here, you go to this Illuminati Eye, and this is where you get your hero to evolve. Each hero evolve. Now you will understand truly what I mean when I say this game has so many more options, and it is why it is a lot more strategic than Clash of Clans. Each hero evolve is different depending on the hero that you have. So for this hero, Savage Chief, when you start off, these two will be the same. These two, Taurus and Ares and Taurus, they will be the same. So Ares right off the bat is fitness tenacity. So it will increase 15,000 plus 20% HP. And fitness strength will increase 300 plus 15% attack. So in perspective, it's saying that obviously it is a lot more than what it is. But if you were to take 15%, if you were to take 300, so subtract 300 from 88,895, and then you were to divide that by 0.15, take out 15% of that, it'll be around 6,000. And if you were to do the same for the attack, for what it is, so you technically get my point. It gives a buff, but and afterwards, this is where it gets fun. Bam, right here in Fortified Guard. This is Gemini. Gemini give you a quick of what your hero can do, and this is what his special can do. All defense structures get 15% damage reduction. All defensive structures get 15% damage reduction. You think that's not something insane? Especially for Guild Clash? That is insane. That means that, especially if you're someone like a tower or a village or the keep, if you have 15% plus the additional 3,000%, so it's like saying the additional 3,000% that's already happened, and you add that 15% to all structures, not just walls, not just buildings or just towers, everything. You just give it an extra boost. It will make it 15% a lot harder to break through. And this isn't just saying that this is just for Guild Clash. This can be used for any base setup, whether for just the one on the outside right here or in Guild Clash or anything. So technically he is the perfect thing. He is not the perfect thing, but he was one of the good things, not the great things, the good things that I have, so I must use it. Cancer is the next step. increased damage reduction by 30%. Remember, every hero is different. And defending stationary while 30% station, etc. Blah, blah. From here on, we step it up a notch. We have Leo. Leo is this secondary special skill. You know how they have a skill? Well, this is what you will consider to be his secondary special skill. And what this one is, it switches place with a friendly hero with the lowest percentage HP and casts a shield on them that absorbs 50,000 damage. Also taunts all targets that were attacking the friendly hero. Also grants Savage Chief with 60% damage reduction, 30% dodge, 30% critical resistance, heal 5% each second. Savage Chief may not attack, move, or use any other skills. Effect for Savage Chief will last 15 seconds. So after he uses this special, this secondary special, which can only be used once. These can only be used once. Imagine you having both of them at the disposal, just punching both of them no, that would be too much. The game would probably crash and, the developers at the server, etc. But you can use these divine skills. What we call them. These divine skills, his divine is Divine Brotherhood. As you can see, when it says current right next to not evolve, you have the level 1, level 0, level 0, level 0, and you have the one that looks just like the picture in the Divine Brotherhood. That's what it is. And from here on, essentially, it keeps making, it just takes it to level 2. And it makes it level 2, level 2. All the other ones level 2. So you can expect, right here, that body just, gets an insane amount of things. 1 million, well, no, that's not 1 million. 450,000 damage. Jesus, let's keep going. What is this? Damage reduction, 25%. That's like that is 10% more. Look at that, and then it goes insane. It goes to Peace Scale, which is the very last. And you're probably like, wait, Peace Scale, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio? Yes, you guessed it. These are using the just like in the background. These are different stars, and they technically learned these skills. I don't know what the history behind it, but whatever the developer team did, they did it pretty well, and it's pretty nice. So I approve. Guys, I'm going to have to stop for this episode. Be sure to check out the next episode, which will continue about my base, and I'll also be talking about whether or not you want me to keep this account